Hello to all our watchers and listeners. This is the narrator speaking. Once again, welcome to Team Apex plays the Marvel Multiverse RPG. Let's hop right into the story. If you've been paying attention, we have been going through our what I think is our signature thing now, our solo episodes, and you have seen uh, various different things happening to our various different characters. Uh, Although it's all taking place around the same time, we see that they've all had their own little adventures. And we're kicking this thing off today by getting into a meeting. Uh, this meeting is taking place about a day or two after the recent invasion. Those who were outside of the base and don't really know what's going on were told that, hey, everybody's tired and recovering once they get back. So this meeting is the first time they're really going to get an explanation as far as what took place. And the same can be said, those who had outside experiences, this is going to be their first time really talking to the rest of their crew about it, if they choose to reveal what they went through. So we're just going to hop right into the meeting with Victoria Hand uh, standing up. Everybody's in that meeting room in their normal spots. Um, what you see today that you haven't normally seen is that as Victoria Hand stands up to start the meeting process, a portal opens up and the high evolutionary actually shows up and sits in his seat. So he is present for this meeting. So she picks up a
And the
her
henchman just face palms.
the henchman face palms, and the high evolutionary does not see it because he's not paying you any attention. So Victoria starts fiddling with her device and she says, "Okay, everybody, I think we got a lot to talk about today. So um, for those of you who weren't here, I'm sure you realized that you couldn't get back into the base. You couldn't communicate with us for a significant amount of time. We're glad that everybody made it back safely. We had something of an invasion over the last 24 hours or so. Uh, it we couldn't really give out all of the information because we didn't really know what these creatures were. But now that MH has healed, the all speak is activated again, and we were able to communicate with them. So I'm just gonna let Arcade tell you what we found out. So Arcade steps up and he says, "All right, listen here. Um, excuse me if I mispronounce this, but uh, these creatures are known as the Kalark. They are interdimensional travelers. So basically, they live in between dimensions. Um, they're not really from our reality, which I didn't get all of that information, but from what they told me, they were looking for a new home and they were starving. They were looking for something to eat, and they just happened to see our base sitting in between dimensions, and they had to do what they had to do in order to survive. Apparently were running from their home reality because there was some universal threat, and they just since they had the ability to travel in between dimensions, they decided to run away from it. So this is basically what's left of their race. Unfortunately, we killed dozens of them when they invaded, and we've been able to come to an agreement. They're going to be staying with us here for a little bit in within the holding cells. There are only about a dozen of them left, so I kind of feel obligated to help them. So as long as we feed them a little bit, they're going to do a little job for us in the future. That's the deal.
And what are we feeding them?
We're just going to be giving them a little bit of energy from the generator. They feed off of energy. That's why they were so attracted to us. While they were traveling interdimensionally, they ran into they noticed a huge building with a bunch of energy uh, activated, and they decided to eat. So that's what we're dealing with. Any questions?
So they stand no real threat to us or anybody else if they were able to escape then.
Well, let's just say that they're not hostile creatures. I mean, to be completely honest, all of us are stronger than any of them individually. We killed like 80% of them when they invaded. So they're not really a threat. I can't say they're not a threat, but not really, if you know what I'm saying.
Are they are they
We strong enough to
sentient?
whoop them if they get out of hand.
Exactly. That's the point.
Yeah.
We,
Are they sentient? Are they smart? What's the level of intelligence that they are?
they are they're at least intelligent enough that we can communicate with them. And because this
Okay.
base has all speak, now that it's repaired, there's no problem having a conversation with them.
Okay. Were you able to ascertain why they ran from home?
They didn't
I
want to
would.
talk about
Okay. Okay. I mean,
but
I would just. I would hate
definitely
for them to whatever they ran from to track them here. So.
well, apparently whatever they ran from was not interested in them per se.
Okay.
They just happen to have the ability to travel interdimensionally, get away from it.
They didn't mention they they didn't mention what that thing was after. They ran. They didn't mention what they were running from was after.
I just told you I wasn't able to get that information.
Okay. Uh,
Okay. What about their ability to travel interdimensionally? Do we have any knowledge on that technology?
Not technology. They can just do it.
innate ability.
Oh, they can just do it. Okay. Nike powers. All right.
Well, I mean, we killed a dozen of them, so I'm sure our resident scientists are looking into it. Maybe they
Yeah,
can find from the cadavers.
I'd like to know about that information once it's made available.
You aren't even available right now,
That's why he said once he's available.
Exactly.
but we're glad to have you here in the meeting.
Oh yeah.
So if everybody's done with that, we can probably talk about Murder House itself. Since this invasion has taken place, something I honestly wasn't expecting to have to deal with, just because of the nature of it. Does anybody have any questions about Murder House that they would like to perhaps know? The layouts or what you have access to? We've been so busy. I know everybody hasn't had the opportunity to take full advantage of the facility, but maybe we
So
should
do
rectify that.
so do we have a training room to help us, be better as a team,
Of course, we have a training room. We've been there before. But let's just how about we just go floor by floor and we discuss what we have.
Before we go floor by floor, we are between dimensions. That you have confirmed that for us. We are between.
Exactly. We're not within any singular dimension. We're in between them.
Mm,
That's
okay.
why you need the doors to get out of the facility. The actual
So,
club is in New York City, but
so
we are outside of the actual universe.
okay, my next question is what is if we're outside, what is around us right now? Where
I remember you all checking that when you first came here, and the answer is nothing. It's a void. That's
okay.
why that's why you couldn't pick up on anything when you checked.
Do we have any access to other dimensions?
Good question.
That's a very good question. Not exactly. Do you need access to other dimensions?
I mean, you never know, shoot, because we get so many different, people out there that can come from other dimensions. You got a nihilist out there, you got the grays out there, so it's potential for other people to come from their dimension. Obviously, Well, I was gonna say Weapon L. He's from a different time, so I guess he doesn't count like that. But
How about we focus on the problems at hand? We have enough of those. We can cross that line when we get to it.
All right, well, let's start the tour then.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere, but pay attention to the monitors as we talk about it. Most of you have seen most of this stuff, but I figure because of some changes we're about to implement, you should have a detailed knowledge of what's where. Hint, hint, you might want to write some of this stuff down if you get pens and things.
Photographic memory.
All right, so on the first floor, okay, so the first floor of the ground, should I say the ground level? That's where you find the kitchen, the lobby, there's a recreation room, and there's also a garage area. Obviously, the garage area would contain different ground vehicles. Uh, and some of this stuff is him talking, and some of this stuff is me talking. So uh, the narrator is letting you know that the way it works is just as we saw in the Madripoor episode, a portal will open up and you can fly or drive out of wherever you need to go to get to wherever you're planning on getting. So basically, the Quinjet, I think it was a Quinjet. Was it a Quinjet or the Blackbird? One of those that you flew out into the portal. That's how you got so close to Madripoor without flying all over the world. Same way you guys get out to the streets is the same way thing we do for the vehicles.
What'd you say was on the ground floor?
Kitchen, the
Kitchen, lobby, rec room, garage.
and the garage. The second floor is where we are right now. The meeting room is here. The meeting room is basically the situation room, but there are small meeting rooms, right? We're in the situation room right now. There are smaller meeting rooms around this area if they need to be more private meetings. There's also a communication center, which basically contains the equipment that allows us to communicate with house slippers and all of that, as well as a room for monitoring things. It's not exactly cameras, it's more Murder House's technology that allows us to basically see into any room from the communication center. There's also a library. I know you guys don't read, but some of us do.
Hold on, I'm a James Patterson fan. Cut that out.
Oh no, I like George R. Martin. Who says we don't read?
Yeah, you probably watch the shows. I doubt you read the books.
Like an incestuous people.
Let's keep going. The third floor, which some of you have been to, is the training center. Okay, that's the armory and the firing range. Yes, we have all of those things. On the fourth floor is the medical bay and the laboratory. As we know, that's where our doctors do most of their good work. The fifth floor is where you guys have been staying. That's where your lodging is. The sixth floor is where the benefactors most of us stay. I have my own floor on the seventh floor. The eighth floor is where the hangar is.
Hey, you got to give us a chance to write this stuff down. Man. Going way too fast.
I will give you all of this information. I'm not about to sit here as we do a show and wait for that. I'll give you all this information afterwards. The ninth floor is an area that is off limits to you all, but I will tell you the name is called the Roost. And we also have two basement levels. Right beneath the ground floor, that some of you have already seen, is the generator room. The holding cells and the interrogation rooms are also there. And the floor below that is the dock. I'm not going to get into how complicated this is, but the dock works the same way. We have ships that travel on water, and we can connect to pretty much any ocean or sea on the planet using MH's doors. Any questions?
How much all this cost?
I don't know. Who cares?
You know what I mean? You know, it's nice to have
I'm rich. Yeah, I'm rich. Who cares?
have a
In,
dollar amount put to it. You know,
Too much to even talk about.
Where
in between dimension money, and that's up there.
Exactly. I'm rich.
where
I
did
say,
you acquire this kind of technology? This doesn't seem like something that would come from our world, even the best scientists.
Blake, you're underestimating many different people on this planet, if that's what you think. There are plenty of people that understand interdimensional travel on our world, including people like High Evolutionary over here. And let's just say that Murder House is not a normal building, as you can probably see. You look like you're not satisfied with that answer.
well, my next question is, those creatures were able to get in. What's the defenses like? How?
Yeah, that's something that we've been thinking about. Maybe we were a little bit overconfident, but we figured that we would be the defenses and that Murder House's capabilities and remote location would make invasions pretty much few and far in between. Uh, which is why we're going to be implementing some new strategies moving forward, and we'll talk about that at the end of the meeting. Anything else?
When you get a chance, when the you call them the Clark, those creatures are called the Clark.
That's good enough.
We're going to
Okay,
need a better
so
name for that
but
for them.
anyway, when the opportunity comes, I'd like to see if I could speak with them.
Uh, yeah, they're in the holding cell, so you can do whatever you want to do. But I don't know if I want you speaking with anybody, Nick. You
Well,
can't, especially when you can't even get their name right.
yeah, well, I'm working on that too. I'm working on that, but I've got some issues going on over here. But there's a possible chance I might be able to get through to them in the
Get
future.
get through to them how? What do you mean get through them? We can already communicate freely with them.
Soften
To
them up with a mind punch.
to get them to open up. No, I'm not going to punch
Oh, okay.
them.
Just,
You
But
haven't
no.
punched, you haven't punched anybody yet anyway.
I have not. I have not. I'm working on that too. But I have acquired some. Uh, I have a unique situation right now going on inside of me, which I need to resolve.
Not inside of you. Wait a minute. We'll get to that.
Right. Okay.
Let's stay on topic so we can get organized because you guys get a little chaotic. Anything else about the building?
No, I'm good.
Is the building alive?
You're just asking me, is the building alive?
I
Good
mean,
question.
in a certain sense, I mean, it does have capabilities. You know, I'm just wondering if is it alive or is it going to be kind of, are we going to be trying to work to make it sentient almost? Just saying,
Well,
with all the stuff going on.
and I don't think that's a crazy question considering we have interdimensional rock shark monsters currently in the jail cells.
Well, it's not a crazy question. And I'm sure you all have seen we didn't repair the building. The building repaired itself.
Right. Right.
So, and also, maybe you don't remember, but when you guys first got here, Gray Lion scanned the building. So you should already remember that there are some biological components in the building, but is it alive? It's not something I can really say.
Good to know. Thank you.
Is that a you don't really know, as in what's our definition of alive type situation?
That works.
Yes, everything is in between.
Roll a perception check. Everybody roll a perception check.
Let's see.
I got a 9.
Which
I don't need anybody to tell me what they get. But
okay.
But you only rolled a 9. Good Lord. Ugh. Anybody that rolled a 16, you notice high evolutionary kind of move a little bit when
What
that
if I
part.
got a fantastic roll?
Did you roll a 16?
Never mind.
So that's a fantastic failure. So all you notice is that you personally, you just happen to glance over there, and to you it looks like high evolutionary has gas or something. But everybody else that rolled it normally, you notice that he kind of flinched a little bit. Not like he was nervous, but like he knows more than what was told about the biological situation of the building.
All right.
All right. So anything?
My next question is, outside of the people, the benefactors and the cursed/gifted, how many people know about the murder house?
You seem to be stuck on this idea that there's other people involved. Nobody knows anything about it.
I'm not stuck on the idea that anybody else is involved.
Nobody but us and any friends that were brought here that weren't supposed to be here. That's it.
That we know of currently.
Absolutely. I can't talk about things I don't know. Anything else? All right, Victoria, you can move on to the next thing. Victoria gets up, she walks around the room. She says, "Okay, I think it's time for us to talk about any of you guys' issues, because we know you guys got issues. You guys just can't stay out of trouble. But first thing, anybody have any questions about Breaker?" And
I do.
Go
Have
ahead.
you all,
Go
has
ahead.
there been any contact?
RK says, "I handled it, Victoria." Absolutely not. He's not a priority. He's not here.
Any contact with the royal family about him?
Why would we contact the royal family about him?
Because you all picked him to be a part of this,
And he left.
or
They
was
did
taken,
seem
depending on how you want to look at it.
I mean, he left,
Taken by his parents.
that would have been a bad disaster fight.
Well, with all due
Was he
respect,
there for that?
you weren't
Yeah.
exactly there.
I know. Were you there for that?
You were causing a disaster across the Midwest at the time, so you didn't even see it.
It is odd that they knew exactly where we were and what we were doing.
But from what y'all said, how did they even get a hold of? When did they show up and get a hold of Gray Lion? And or was he Dire Wolf at the time? And who else did he have? Remedy. When did they grab them up?
Well, they didn't grab them; they knocked them out.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. When did that happen? I mean, it's like they just disappeared and
At
then
some
showed up.
point, at some point between him going in the building and you all putting the boots to the big green guy or whoever that guy was.
It's not that complicated. This is Dexter talking. It's not that complicated. We were distracted trying to deal with Weapon L and X Force, and they swooped in and knocked some of us out.
So they had some way to track them, or somebody told them where we were. Those are
Well,
the two options.
keep in mind,
I believe they
one of
told us how they were able to track him when
Yeah,
he
you,
used when he
our,
used his when he went reverted to his regular form and used his mental powers in the truck.
Arcade just looks at you all and says, "Listen, I understand that this was your teammate. We all worked with him. We all were looking forward to his development. But this is the inhuman royal family we're talking about here."
I like Breaker. I liked him when he showed his true form to me. I felt that was kind of a special moment because he didn't have to, but he did it for us. I just feel like maybe y'all could have done a little something for him, but I don't know. I know Henchman was on board.
You sure know a lot for somebody that was killing people in the United Center.
Well, this was told to me recently, so
With respect, I had puncture holes in my torso from Mongrel because he got out of control when they showed up. So I wasn't exactly in fighting condition.
we apologize for that, Slate. We I had no idea that he was going to do that.
Slate just kind of glances over at you and is kind of rubbing his stomach a little bit.
You didn't feed Mongrel? You didn't get a good steak in him?
I haven't had a steak since you all left. Mongrel pulls his head out and he makes a miniature mongrel shape on the table with his legs crossed. You need to hurry up and get back. I'm hungry for meat. Oh, and I'm sorry, Slate.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Mongrel.
Can you cook steaks, Mike?
I actually can cook steaks.
Mongrel reaches around with an appendage and smacks you upside the head and says, "Why haven't you cooked me one?"
Hey, Mongrel, you do know you can go to there's a thing called a restaurant, and you
Are
can
you
go
are you an
you
idiot?
you can go get steaks anytime you feel like it.
Are you an idiot? I'm a symbiote.
poor
Uh,
Mongrel.
D
Money.
Hinch, for a minute there, I was appreciating you. Now you're right back to what I thought. He can't go nowhere without me. And I'm not spending no money on those steaks. I can make the steaks.
Well, make the steak then.
Hey, Mongrel, look, if you ever want a good steak and you want somebody to feed you at the right time, just let me know. I know exactly how to take care of you.
But don't feed them after midnight, or get them wet,
Oh, y'all.
or get them or bright light.
Victoria says, "Okay, let's get back to
I see you got jokes.
talk. We'll talk about steaks and mongrel later." High evolutionary chimes in and he says, "Perhaps I can bring some gravitas to this situation with Breaker. There are many things taking place in intergalactic space that you all are not privy to. It's the main reason why I have not been here. I am preparing for something I expect that could end up catastrophic for our world. That's why I've been building armies and creating other technologies and researching other things instead of being here." You may or may not know, but the Inhumans numbers have been dwindled tremendously. So discovering that there was another Inhuman royal family member out in the world that they were not aware of because of Maximus's treachery, they felt that they needed to collect him and get him prepared for what's coming. So hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better. They have no intention of harming their own family.
Seen Lockjaw. I don't think the Terrigen Mist did him any favors. He used to be human beforehand.
Clearly his Terrigen Mist powers are already active.
I mean, if I look like how I look and then I end up looking like a dog.
Yes, we all know you think you're handsome, Weapon Hell.
Yeah.
That's opinionated.
Victoria rolls her eyes.
I'm glad you don't comment on my looks. Very odd if you did.
We wish you wouldn't comment on your looks.
But I do.
Okay, Victoria waves her head and says, all right, let's get back to the meeting. Remedy, is there anything that you want to talk about? Remedy is just sitting in her chair with her legs crossed, and she doesn't even say anything. She just waves her hand. And Power Broker speaks up and he says, Remedy, there is something that I need you to do as soon as this is over. And she looks at him and she says, whatever you need. And that's it. And then Victoria asks the same thing about Kiri. And she looks at Ezekiel and says, you haven't said much of anything. Ezekiel is sitting on top of his chair with his bare feet out, per usual. You see him flex his toes and curl them. He says, that's because everything's quiet in the Spider-Verse right now. There's nothing urgent. Kiri looks up and she says, everything's good. She gives the peace sign. And then Dexter speaks up and he looks at Paladin and he says, I am ready to talk about Bullseye. And Paladin just leans over, touches his shoulder and says, yeah, I got a read on that. We're going to talk about that too. And Dexter looks at him and says, all right. Arcade says, you know what, Weapon, since we got you here, how have they been treating you out there? You must not be too busy. You must not be getting tortured.
Nah, I've been having some good trips down memory lane, trying to work out what's been going on and also how we're gonna fix certain situations that's going on. But yeah, I'm getting kind of acclimated to X-Force. They've been okay. Just still trying to piece everything together.
Everything been okay with your powers?
Powers, yeah, so far everything's been okay. Little strange thing. Now, mind you, I don't mind being open with my team, but somehow I have another AI that somehow I came to be in possession of, and I'm trying to understand that. So the more answers I get, the more questions I've received for some reason.
Roll a vigilance check.
$13.
In your head, you hear Abel saying, what are you saying? He's not supposed to know about me.
Well,
So Arcade says, another AI?
well, well, it's kind of, I'm guessing Shirley had an update and I'm just still trying to work it out. So there's probably nothing. Nothing to worry about. Just a little extra fun I'm having.
Roll an ego check. See how
Can I
good you
roll
can.
an insight check on that?
Can you
Because
do
he
what?
backed. Can I roll an insight check on that? Because he backed off that real quick off that question.
You can roll an insight check on that, and weapon. Go ahead and roll a deception check. Use the ego. Both of y'all using ego.
Both of us using ego.
Yes.
Okay.
10.
You rolled a 10.
Yeah, with the check.
What did you roll?
Hold on. $17 with a fantastic.
Okay. So the 10 is good enough to nobody else wants to roll an insight check. So 10 is good enough to roll everybody that doesn't really care about what you're talking about. Because you having another AI isn't interested in most people. Uh Arcade has definitely taken note of what you said. We'll see how he responds. But let's get to uh Henchman. Henchman, because he's not present, you're not really getting any visual cues from him, but you definitely can detect that something is he's being deceptive. How you respond to that is up to you. And for the rest of the meeting, you're going to be able to detect deception, that any deception that's happening because of the fantastic. All right, so how do you respond? Do you respond?
Uh, I'm not gonna respond, but I'm taking note that he wasn't being completely. He might not necessarily being deceptive, but he wasn't being completely honest either.
All right, so you are the only person that knows he's lying. Arcade says so. Big Shirley is just updating without you, without you knowing. What kind of technology do you all have in the future? Now, Weapon L, I'm going to have you roll a perception check against Arcade's deception check because he definitely know you lying.
You said wait, what'd you say?
I said I'm going to have you roll a perception check against Arcade's deception because he definitely knows you're lying.
And this is what, ego 2 or vigilance?
This is ego.
Yeah, great. All right. That's 10 again.
Yeah, you don't know that you're completely taking what he said seriously. But that fool lying like a dog. All right, so RK says, all right, anything else we need to know?
Yeah, I got a issue here.
Victoria, we're talking to Weapon L right now. We're going down the line.
Or just for every weapon now? Okay.
Yeah, anybody got anything they need to know or what?
Is he sane now? What's the deal? Is he still gonna be blacking out? What's going on?
Mongrel stretches his head out and looks you dead in the eyes and says, are you serious?
Hello, pot.
You
Kettle.
got to be kidding me.
Mongo, stay out of this. This has
You
nothing to do
must
with
be
you.
joking.
This has nothing to do with you.
I'm attached to your whole body. When you take a crap, I have to open up so that you can let it drop through.
What
Do you
the?
mean?
Hey, man, you putting my business all out there. What? No,
Don't confirm nor deny,
that's
please.
a little too much, Mongo.
Oh,
You're not supposed to tell
You
everything
think it's
that
too
goes
much.
on with us.
So it sounds like you got to take Mongrel out for a walk.
That's an obvious.
I mean, well, I understand Baxter's got clear bowels, so
You guys wouldn't believe what I have to deal with.
that
You don't know
symbiote enema.
you don't know the life of a symbiote.
Hey, I like Weapon L,
The
so that's
narrator,
why I just want to make sure my
the
friend is
narrator.
gonna be
I'm
okay.
sorry, y'all. My bad. All right. You said, go ahead. What were you saying, Mike, to Weapondale?
I just said I like Weapon L. I just want to make sure that he's all good. That's all.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Catching up with the old acquaintance of mine.
Well,
All
you know
right.
I got your back.
Yeah, appreciate it.
The high
Back at
evolutionary,
you.
the high evolutionary looks over to Slate and he says, "How are you?" And when I say "How are you," I don't care about your feelings. I mean, how is everything going with your development?
Well, I mean, the powers you gave me, I've gotten a little bit more, not, no, I've gotten quite a bit more control. This power cosmic, as I think you called it, or at least the fraction that you gave me. It feels like there's a lot more I'm able to tap into, and that's actually something I need to tell everybody. I don't know exactly how my time is going to be divided, but I'm going to be spending a lot more time training than I did before. I've decided to take on a new master. Since High Evolutionary obviously gave me what he planned to give me and then is off doing his own thing. I'm nowhere near where I need to be. So,
Huh,
Wait, you're leaving us?
how ungrateful. Is the power cosmic not enough?
Power Cosmic is plenty, but I need somebody to show me exactly what I'm doing with it. I doubt very highly the other beings that have the Power Cosmic just knew how to use their powers.
Well,
Slate, Slate,
one one
are
one
you leaving
second.
us, Slate? Oh, okay.
1 second, Nick. The power cosmic allows you to do almost anything. You control the building blocks of the universe. It is up to you how you develop. What would you have me teach you that you do not know?
Start somewhere, pick something. Let's see what I can do. Right now, I've always had the ability to move Earth, bend it to my will, and even now I have even greater control than I did, but I mean, I don't know how far I could take power like this. Regardless, if you're looking for a thank you, I suppose this would be thank you. But I have a new master now, and he'll take it from here. You can focus on your armies and your work.
Well,
He's already doing that. You don't have to tell him. He was already ignoring you.
please don't
Yep.
please don't make the mistake of thinking that you are being ignored. I am definitely monitoring your progress. I have no objection to you learning from this new master. Actually, he is probably more qualified for teaching than I am, especially considering your former past. But I'm still here if you need something. You can always communicate with me.
Hey, Slate, how long are you going to be leaving for? I hope not for a long time.
Well, with the abilities of MH and being able to move around like we are, plus my ability to fly, I don't think I'd be leaving for any long periods of time.
Okay,
But my focus would be in the training when I need to.
okay,
So if I'm not here, you could still communicate with me, but I'd be occupied, busy.
gotcha.
RK said that's why our basis is can do what it can do. He'll just be focusing more on getting stronger. But when it comes to our missions, he's still the leader.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Victoria Hand looks at you, Mike, and she says, "Okay, Mike, what do you want to talk about?"
About the obvious. I can't transform the shadow to my alter ego.
Mongrel literally sticks himself into your mouth before you can say what you're saying. And in your head, you hear him say, "Are you sure you want them to know about that?"
I can't just rely on you, Margot.
What?
I do. Listen, but I need my powers, man.
We don't know where Foresight is. You want to tell them that?
Well, eventually they got to know something.
Okay, so what's the plan? Let them know that you were sneaking around in Power Broker's laboratory?
No, but I do want to see if I can get somebody that can help us get Nightshade back.
The guy that got his whole torso bitten off?
But that's just that was just on the astral plane. That doesn't mean he's still me, and I'm still walking around. So he's somewhere in my mind. We just got to unlock him.
Oh my God. All right, have fun.
Hey,
Victoria
hey
says,
narrator.
"Are you okay?"
Hey narrator. I'd like to do a check because
We'll check on what?
well, I wanna see, I wanna peer in to what Mike and Mongrel are talking about, and I wanted to
You can't.
research. I can't. Okay.
How are you peering into what they're talking about? They
Well,
have their own private connection. So how
I
would you
can't
like to
read his
do it?
mind at all.
You would have to read his mind.
You can use your powers the way you normally do if you'd like to.
Yeah. I'm gonna chime in and say, hey, Mike, you got something you want to tell us all?
Again,
And
that's your okay. So we've all Victoria already asked that. So that's what you want to do. You want to use your link to say the same thing.
no, I want to read his mind, but I have to connect with him, right?
You have a telepathic link with him already, just like the whole team. Not only through your own link, but also through the house slippers. But that doesn't mean that you have the ability to communicate when they don't want you to know. They have their own astral plane area and mental
Oh,
connection.
okay. Okay. All right.
So
That's all.
you would have to
That's
use your powers to attempt to pry into it. That is something you can do if you would like to try it. I
yeah.
don't know if you like the results, but you could try that.
I would like to try.
All right. Go ahead and go ahead, go ahead and roll. I don't
Oh
Oh
know
my
boy,
goodness.
will I be able to feel him trying to get into my mind?
if he's not successful. Yes. Roll.
Roll.
What do you need the roll to
So
do? I don't remember.
Huh?
What do you need the roll to do this? I don't recall.
Uh, my ego.
so what am I using for defense? Ego or
You sure?
logic?
You sure it's not logic? Logic?
Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's logic. I'm sorry. I said ego. Yeah, it's logic. It's logic.
Okay, so you're gonna have to roll, and you're gonna have to. So this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be your roll against his and Mongrel's rolls combined
Ooh.
because it's two.
Oh,
They're both. Neither one of them want you in there. So you go ahead and roll.
You need a 616.
Go ahead and roll a logic check, Ralph.
Okay. You go to logic, right?
Yep. Yeah, this is probably not gonna happen, bro.
So while all this is going on, Mike just started talking and then immediately stopped, and now we're all just sitting there looking at him.
Mongrel covered
Exactly.
it. Mongrel
Victoria,
covered it.
Victoria has already said, Mike, are you okay?
Sorry. Just
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7 for me,
Uh-oh.
Roll.
but I rolled for Mongrel, right?
No, I'll roll for Mongrel.
Oh,
What did you
okay.
roll, Nick?
He rolled low. This may work.
I rolled a 7 total.
That's terrible.
This logic just. Oh, wait. I don't have a -3 no more. Wait a minute. I'm sorry.
No, you have +1 now.
But I gotta change that. Yeah. 6, 8, 19. I got an 11.
Okay, might not work.
Okay,
What
I
you roll,
rolled.
what you roll, Nick?
I rolled AC here. 14. I got a total of 17.
Not bad. Unfortunately, the combination of you needing to break through both of their minds is not going to allow you to get through. They're going to feel you probing their head, and so inside, Mongrel is going to say, "See, I told you."
Nick, what's up, man? What are you doing? Were you just trying to read my mind?
Well, you started having a conversation, then you stopped as if you were trying to hide something. And if you're not willing to share something, sometimes, yes, I may take a peek if it can endanger the team.
Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. Monroe don't like you peeking. So how about you don't peek no more? Because he said, and this, I quote, "I will have a Nick Holden bite."
Mongrel says, "I didn't even say that."
I want to roll a
How you gonna lie
How
on me?
Mike gonna lie on my?
Well,
I didn't say that.
like that.
What's wrong with you?
I'm trying. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, Monroe, I'm trying to keep him out of our head, man. I'm just trying
It's
to
your
intimidate
head.
him a little bit. That's all.
It's your head. I'm just around your head. Everything else.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
So-
fine. I won't peer no more.
Mainline walks
I
down to the
apologize.
kitchen.
He just left.
I can hear y'all through the slippers.
All right, guys.
Bring me back a steak.
I got you.
Yeah, mainline. Can you get him a steak, please? Because it's gonna.
That is
He
why
gonna
I'm
need
going
it.
to the kitchen. We need to calm down. We need to calm
It has
down,
to
Mark.
get cooked one. He don't like raw meat no more.
Yeah, I got it. I get you your
I
medium
like
rare.
my meat cooked.
Medium rare.
I done spoiled this dude.
Well done. Bring him a well done one.
That steak was
No.
delicious.
Hey, we
No,
don't do that right here.
let's not ruin good steak now.
You want to eat it tired? Go ahead and go back to Chicago.
For real. Like, you might as well just go buy a leather jacket and eat that.
Hold on. Now the narrator, don't be dismissing Chicago State. You done lost your mind over there, boy.
Oh no, I'm talking about going to an actual tire shop, not a steak shop.
Oh, okay.
Got
I
you.
apologize. I apologize.
Never that.
All right, back to the story.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Mike, what are you gonna say now? Let's get
all
back
right.
to
All right, guys. So here's the deal. Me and Mongrel, if Nick want to know, we were having a conversation about something. And here's the problem. As you may or may not know, Foresight has disappeared.
Oh my God.
But the problem is
The personality inside you is no longer inside you.
the personality has, I don't know if it's probably still in me because he's still part of me. But the thing is, on the astral plane, when I got him locked back up, somehow he still got out, got mad, and he swallowed up Nightshade. So now it's just me and Mongrel.
Wait, so one personality swallowed up another personality.
Yeah. But I know Nightshade is still in here. He's still in me. I just need someone to help me unlock him. I'm just wondering if one of the benefactors could probably help me with this situation, because I mean, I like the fact that me and Mongrel still have advantages, but my powers is that's part of me, and I feel really naked without Nightshade.
I think we need to either call Ayala Van Zandt or Dr. Phil to help this brother out. So we can roll the check to see if they're alive.
Sound like Doctor Strange issue.
Multiple personalities. I mean, can we see if we can get that person on the line?
So
Well,
Grant Ward said,
I'll tell you this.
Grant Ward speaking, and he says, when did this happen, Mike?
Probably almost right before you all captured me.
No, that doesn't make any sense. How would it happen before we captured?
No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't. It was during that creature invasion, and right after that, somehow that happened.
The creature invasion. Yeah, where were you?
I was about to ask that. As I was going down to the generators, I clocked just about where everyone was. And you were nowhere down.
We saw you, henchman, break into our room. So we had just left out. So trust me, we thought you had some bad intentions the way you broke in. But yeah, we saw you. We were around. We were actually trying to see where or who we can help. And I wanted to have a conversation with Power Broker, but I never got to see him.
So Power Broker looks up.
Can I roll an insight?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, actually, you don't even really need to. You automatically detect
insight on the going to help people.
You can automatically detect deception because of your fantastic success. So for the rest of this episode, you're good.
So what now?
I was talking to Dog.
No. Well, I mean, what did you want to know, henchman?
Going to help people part.
Well, what about it?
Was that what you were actually doing?
Well, because I saw Dexter. Dexter was handling his creatures, so I felt like I could go and be useful somewhere else. So I went down by the medical bay to make sure there was no creatures down there. But I told you I wanted to talk to Power Broker, and his lab is down there, but I never got a chance to talk with him.
So Power Broker looks at you and he says, I never saw you.
I know, because you weren't there.
Well, I'm here now. What do you need?
I just was trying to see if you could help me with my Nightshade problem.
And exactly how would you expect me to be able to help with that issue?
Well, I thought maybe you could turn me to someone that could help me. But at the time, I just wanted a private conversation with me and you. But now I'm with the team, so I have to put some trust in the team with this.
Well, Grant Ward looks at you and said, you never even told me. I'm your benefactor.
Yeah, I was scared because I didn't know what to do. Next thing I know, he's there, and then all of a sudden, Nightshade and Foresight are gone outside in my mind, and I can't hear them. I can't access them.
I can't imagine Mongrel being scared of somebody.
I said I was scared. I didn't say anything about Mongrel.
Oh, I know, but Mongrel's a part. He's a part of you.
Well, he's a part of me, but he's not a part of the personalities. So that's a difference.
All right, you say so.
I have plenty of personality. And I get scared all the time.
Oh, Mongrel, can you be quiet, please? I'm trying to have a conversation with the team. I understand that.
I'm a part of the team too.
Yes, you are, Mongrel. And when we both, you're right. When I'm scared, you probably can be scared too. I
No,
never thought about that.
I get scared on my own. You do what you do, and I do what I do.
We still won, no matter what.
Not yet. Not
Well,
yet.
that's fine. I want us to be. So
But
let's just work
mainline
together.
comes back with the medium rare steak for mongrel.
That's blue rare. You weren't gone long enough.
It only takes about 2 minutes
Going
on each.
plenty. Yeah, it's going
He's
plenty.
got a roll for that, right?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
Man.
jeez. What I'm rolling? This should be for logic.
Yeah, go ahead and do a logic.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Logic and let's go logic and agility.
Logic and agility.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me pull this mess up.
No, not agility, vigilance. Logic and vigilance.
Yeah, all right, that's fine too.
Rare.
All right. All right, let me do logic first since I got a +9 on non-combat logic checks. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus the 9, I got an 18 on the logic.
All right, you good. Perfect though. You got the perfect knowledge of how to make a great steak.
All right, what is Vigilance supposed to be checking out?
The execution of it.
Ah, gotcha. Okay, I got a +6 on that. Let's see what we got here. 5, 6, let's see, 11, 12, 13. Got a 13 plus the 6, I'm 19 on that.
All right, the steak is cooked perfectly.
You're
And
welcome.
before you can get the plate on the table, Mongrel extends his whole mouth outward and around your
Bruh,
arm to your elbow, and just brings the whole plate into his mouth.
man, I
And le-
got all types of, man,
You
symbiote slobber all on my arm. Just, all right,
you
I'm going to the bathroom to wash up at this point. I ain't walking around with no symbiote slobber on my arm. I can still hear y'all through the house.
that was delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nasty
Man,
mug.
Mike, you gotta feed this guy a lot more, man.
I agree.
Mongrel, if you ever wanna be fed the proper way, you just let me know. All right.
I don't really like the way you said that, but okay.
That was suggestive.
Ron,
The
people say.
proper way is crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike, I got while we're on the issue of your foresight and nightshade problem. Foresight attacked me while we were at X Force. I was in a bad way. And I don't normally get down that bad where I actually felt my life was in danger. I'm going to tell you this. And you can go whatever you got going on, go back and tell Foresight. He does anything like that trash again, your skull is going to be on the bottom of my penny loafers.
This is
And
why
I'm
we
going to
give
roll
him a wide berth.
and I'm going to roll an intimidation check.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check. Once again, you're going to be rolling against both of them.
That's fine.
What am I using? Logic or ego?
Intimidation goes against the ego.
Do I have something that gives some disadvantage on that? Yeah, he
Uh,
gets a big abrasive gives some
I mean,
disadvantage.
you get the advantage.
Gives him trouble. I think it gives him trouble too. I get an edge, he gets trouble.
No, for what?
What trait are you talking about?
Is that abrasive?
You should know your own character, sir.
I know. I'm going to look at it right now. I
Abrasive.
usually
character rubs people the wrong way. This gives them trouble when trying to make ego checks to persuade someone to help them out. It gives them an edge when they're trying to make ego checks to intimidate. So no, you're just getting an edge. And I believe, Mike, do you have fearless as a trait?
No, I don't have. No, I don't have fearless.
Okay.
But
Never.
but I do have discipline too. So I get to add +2 to my ego. Oh, that's on attack. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. But I do get I get a +2 bonus for ego check.
You get +2 for your check. So
Yeah.
go ahead and roll. That's already reflected in your non-combat score.
Yep. Oh, it is with the okay.
Yes. So go ahead and roll.
All right.
Wasn't I using something? I believe hold on, let me check. Dude, I ain't played this character in so long.
Just looked at it. All you get is an edge.
It's an edge, but I thought I had something to let me use my melee modifier for the intimidation check.
Definitely not. I don't even know what that would be. I don't know of any power like that.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you talking about presence by chance?
I don't think I have presence.
Okay, then I don't know what you're talking
All
about.
right, that's fine. All right, don't worry about it. I get an edge on it.
Yep, you gonna need it, and it's probably still not gonna be enough. I can tell you that right now.
Ooh, roll low. I'll re-roll one of these threes. Much better.
What did you roll?
Hold on. I'm getting the numbers right. 18.
18.
I'll roll the 18.
Roll an 18. Okay, so Mongrel's 12 with a perfect is definitely going to make that. You're not able to intimidate them this time. In fact, when you make this intimidating speech to them, Mongrel swells up and goes around Mike, and basically as a sign of protection, and he bears his fangs at you. They're not intimidated at all, and because of the perfect, you won't be able to intimidate them the rest of the day. Anything else? How do you respond, Mike?
Well, first of all, Hinch, I was unconscious, so I had no idea that Foresight would be able to break out. But and because he's still part of me, like I said, man, this is y'all my team. I apologize. I'm trying to do the best I can with what I got. But as you know, as of right now, there is no Foresight. And obviously there's no Nightshade as well. But if I could try to bring back Nightshade without bringing back Foresight, that's what I'm looking to do.
That's fine. Just letting you know. Foresight, anything like that again.
I just don't think Mongrel will have
blood.
I just don't think Mongrel will allow that. So, but you can try. But I never mean any harm to you. And that's coming from that's the real.
Grant Warp chimes in and says, "Yeah, can we calm down on the threatening each other? You didn't even respond to the fact that he broke into your place. Why do you think that's okay?"
Because I told you, I'm not a very aggressive person like that. I'm not trying to cause ripples. I get it. Maybe he was worried about me. I don't know that. But as far as me worried about it, nothing was taken, so obviously he wasn't trying to steal from me. And plus we had a base ridden with these shark-like creatures, right? Or these kukama or whatever you call them. So
Wow, that is so far. You worse than your brother. The Grant Wars, if you don't have an issue with it, I don't have an issue with it. I will think about what I can do, but in the meantime, maybe you should concentrate on getting closer bond with Mongrel. And I'm your benefactor. So if you have a problem, you should talk to me first because any other benefactor helping you is going to require a favor of some sort.
I got it. I got you,
Talk
Grant.
for.
I got you. I got you. I probably should have came to you anyway, but I just heard some stories about Power Broker, so I thought maybe he had some insight. That's all.
Is there
But
anything?
no, I will be probably trying to use these training facilities to work on myself and Mongrel's connection. So hopefully we can. I mean, we already can do damage, but if we can do damage with a scalpel, that would be even better. I'm
Victoria
done.
Victoria hand stands up. She's rubbing her temples. And she says, okay. Let's see what Gray Lion has to discuss. Anything that you need to talk about, Gray Lion? And she gives you a look like she's skeptical about you. Uh we can't read lips and neither can the listeners. You're muted. You're
Turn it
still
up. Snare up. I can't hear you in my snare. Turn the snare up.
you're still muted.
Choose the right mic.
Yeah, I got to choose a mic. Can you hear me
There,
now?
There
there
you
you
go.
are.
All right. No, I got nothing going on. Just happy the team is back together. Especially happy to see Mongrel. Uh, we had our time with the shark creatures. Wasn't the best for me, but we survived it.
He looks at you and says, "We did, didn't we?" Roll a deception check because you definitely know something about her. That's going to be ego.
It's gonna be ego.
Yep.
Who's trying to lie to who?
I got
And that there's nothing. When she asks that question, he is trying to deceive her into thinking that he doesn't know anything about her, and that is definitely not true.
Yeah, okay, yep.
I was not trying to deceive. I was just saying,
By the very nature of the question and the response, you're trying to deceive.
okay, so I got a 12. I think my ego is negative. Uh, 1 second, I'll find the current my current character sheet. This is yes, a -2. So I rolled a 10.
Yeah, somehow you still beat her. She rolled terribly. So she believes you. She's satisfied with your answer. Uh, Arcade says, I'm glad you don't have anything going on, but I do have something important that I need to talk to you about that's going to matter for our next mission. So after we get all this personal issue stuff out the way, then we can have us a real conversation.
Is that directed at me or directed at the team?
You,
So be it.
so it shall be written, so it shall be done. All right. Silent Night. What's going on with you?
I've had some my last few days have been very interesting. A bit tragic, but hopeful. Um, so as you all know, I worked with another organization, and we dealt in different missions and so forth. But as of late, we had a very tragic matter come across. One of my teammates, I won't reveal his name yet because it's not necessary, but he
While
went on a
while you're talking, Mongrel formulates himself sitting there reading a book because it's taking you so long to get to the point.
well,
Mainline
anyway,
comes back to the room and sits down.
so what happens is a few days ago I was with my team and one of my workmates, he basically ended up killing three of the members of my team. Uh, so that was tragic. But the hopeful thing is somehow uh, the leader of our squad uh, was able to seal the essence of three of the members inside of me. So I have three different personalities that are inside of me. But if I don't act fast and find them a new host, they could all die. And so I've been trying to get a hold of Toxie to see if she can hurry up and figure out a way to get their essence out of me into a suitable host.
So wait a second. So you're saying one, whoever this guy was killed three members of your other team, and you don't think we need to know who this guy is?
Well, I'll tell you his name. Uh, he's really him and I are really good friends. But now with everything that's happened, his name is Techno, and he's a technopath. And I can tell you right now, he's dangerous at this point. If I had to say myself, he may not be a good guy anymore, just off of the way we left. I mean, we left because him and I didn't have any beef, but yeah, because of the way he felt the other members treated him, yeah, he would have had he killed them. But I still have their essence inside of me as of now.
Yeah, that brings me to point number two. So you have multiple minds or personalities just like Mike does.
I do, but as far as I know right now, I can't use their abilities to amplify mine. I'm just right now a host for them, trying to find them a suitable host that they can, uh, where they can live again.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. What if you could use their powers?
Yeah, I don't think I can use them as of now. I'm trying to see if I can, but I don't. As of right now, I'm not sure.
And you're confident you won't lose control like foresight, or you don't have anything like that going on?
Well, the members of my team that are inside of me are not psychopathic killers.
Are you sure? Because it sounds like one of them kind of let loose.
Oh no, Techno is not dead, and he's the one who killed them. So at this point, yeah, he's a little bit psychopathic. But the members of my team that are inside of me, they're not psychopathic.
So what's his deal? You said he can talk to technology. What else? Just description. What does he look like? So we know in case he just show up somewhere. Can he get into the building? First of all, since he can talk to
Well,
technology.
he can't travel in dimensions. So as far as I know, he can't
Uh-oh.
get it. As far as I know, because all he's ever done was been able to talk to technology and so forth. And as a matter of fact, on that note, the reason that we're in this boat, um, Remedy, when Remedy rebuilt the bank, um, when she reestablished the bank that was getting robbed by the Sinister Six, when she fixed everything, she basically fixed the cameras. And because a while ago we had robbed the bank, and well, it was a job for us that we got paid to do. And when she fixed all the cameras, everything that Techno had erased so that we got away clean, she repaired it, and so all of our information was loose. I don't know if y'all were able to see that on the news or some sort.
So you're blaming me
No, no,
because you
I'm not blaming. It was
all
a honest mistake.
crazy?
It was an honest mistake, and I realized that.
So
It
you
wasn't
robbed the bank that
a mistake for us.
Sinister Six was robbing.
We were doing a job for a outside. We were a contractor for a mobster who didn't want his money tracked. So we went in and we removed the the marked bills so that he wouldn't be tracked.
That bank
I,
had a bad week, robbed twice in one in 1 week.
Well, I mean, it's not like we cleaned it out. We just took the marked bills, the so that they wouldn't be caught.
The narrator stepping in and remind you that not only did you take the marked bills, you also uh, threw off all of the technological transactions so that they couldn't be traced. So it looked like that's your standard operating procedure. That's why you guys never get caught
Right.
till now.
But but we've done a lot of jobs like this. But because of who we are or were, no one ever knew who we were. But because everything was rebuilt, that really blew up in our face, and now we've got a dangerous technopath out there right now.
Nick, you on punishment. Just, 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 just go to your room and wait until the adults figure out what to do with you.
Well, right now I need to speak to Takti because my friends, uh, my friend's essence is inside of me. I need to find them suitable hosts. Uh, would I be able to speak to Takti right now?
Who are
Where
you
they,
asking?
where your friends' dead bodies at?
Uh, the techno, I don't know what he's done with them, but their bodies were mutilated.
We only need some DNA for one of these. Uh, what you call it? We got cloning technology up in here. We already had this discussion about that with Mike about getting personalities out of him. Just find their bodies, get some DNA, clone their bodies, and put the bodies in there. Put the personalities in there.
And
Yeah, it's been a
Power Broker speaks up and says, and in that conversation, I informed you that I am not actively cloning people anymore. So stop volunteering me for cloning.
You are not the only game in town, bruh. You telling me we don't have nobody between the gifted slash cursed and the benefactors and this entire 616 universe that we can find some we don't have access to cloning technology?
Cloning technology is not something that's common. And it's
We're in a house that's
definitely
alive in between dimensions, but cloning technology ain't
not
common.
common. It's definitely not common among people that will want to work with you.
Then steal it.
We're talking about bad people here. Still it so for what? You have
So
to
we
know
can
how to
help our
use it.
boy over here.
You have to know how to use it.
Do you know how to use it?
I sure do, and that's why I'm
Then
reluctant.
somebody else knows how to use it too. You're not the
Yeah,
only game in town.
you talk too much and you don't know of what you speak.
hey power
Which is why
broker.
I'm trying to find out.
Hey,
That's
Power,
the henchman
is
says.
there any way? Is there any way I can save my friends?
I have 3 templates left in my laboratory. Once those are used, I am done.
Please tell me one of them is a female.
It's a template. It can be whatever it needs to be.
Okay, that's fine. Because I have 2 males and 1 female, and I need to get them. I don't know how much more time I have left, but I need to get them a suitable host.
Well, it wouldn't be a host, it would be their bodies.
Well,
And
their body. I need to get them.
way more complicated than that. And I have not decided to allow you to use them.
Well, we're on a timetable, so you're either gonna help me so that I can save my friends, or you're not gonna help me, and it's gonna make my position on this team a little bit awkward.
Sounds like if you don't get them out of you, you might die.
I'm not gonna die, but they would surely die, and I'm trying to save them.
Above the table. Let me ask this above the table. Do we know that Gray Lion slash Dire Wolf is Shield?
Yeah, he told us at the beginning. He
Right.
should.
Okay. So Mainline says to Gray Lion, do you have some connections? Because I got connections. Can we look up some connections to see if we can find some folks that know how to clone?
That should be doable.
Above the table, sell
uh,
life model decoy.
before we
That's
go above
Right,
the table,
I
exactly.
was gonna mention that next, but
Exactly.
before we go above the table, Ironmonger says there's a lot of talk about what to do with my gifted, and nobody's asked me anything.
Well,
Why are you just now telling me this?
the
You
reason
do realize I'm the one you're supposed to talk to, right?
I am, but for a few days I couldn't talk to anybody. When they told me that they had a short period of time to find someone to find a way to get a suitable body, my mind went to a scientist.
Toxie
It went
Doxie, Toxie Doxie finally speaks up and says, "Your mind went to a scientist
Yes, because this is something
or
I've never dealt with.
beyond.
Plus,
This is
plus you
beyond
have
just a
mental
scientist.
powers.
This is beyond just a scientist.
Well,
This
you
is
are a
this is.
telepath, aren't you?
Are you going to let me speak?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't know if your friend's talking to you right now, or if your friends are just listening to what's taking place because they are in here and they don't know us. Firstly, bringing these extra minds into the base without telling us is sort of a violation. So now you've been in the base for the last day, and we didn't know that you had other people in here. But
Well, when everything
let's
happened,
just go past that. Let's go
sure.
past that. Whoever transferred, for lack of a better term, I'll say life force into you must be a telepath of extreme power,
He
more
is.
powerful than me. So when you say your life isn't in danger, you're wrong. The longer they stay in your body, and I'm not going to say that it's going to be quick, it's going to take a while. But depending on how strong your mind is, the one leaving would not be you, most likely. Or should I say, you would not be the one occupying that body if you have someone in your head that can transfer entire life forces into another person. And in your mind, you hear her say, yeah, I mean, you hear reframe say, yeah, that's kind of true.
And then I'm gonna say, well, why didn't you tell me?
I think I did tell you, Nick. I just don't think you pay attention very well.
Well, I knew that you had a short time
We have a
But
little bit more time. We have a little bit more time than you think, but
oh, okay.
it's not it's not something we should play around with.
Which is why I'm trying to get uh, this handled as quick as possible.
Well, to Power Broker's point, um, getting permission and cooperation from he and Remedy actually would be an easier thing. Uh, this coworker, friend, um, jaded person that killed your other friends, what has he done with the bodies?
I haven't been back there because um, when we were fighting, once all of the essence of my former team was inside of me, I left.
Okay, it just kind of struck me. Would this person, if he doesn't have animosity towards you, give you the bodies and allow you to make a proper burial of the remains? You could recover your friends' bodies, and if Remedy and Power Broker are willing, restore the physical bodies. And however you do your mind juju, put them back in their bodies.
Well, it's been a few days, so I don't. I'm pretty sure uh, the police have probably been there, and I mean the only thing I could probably do is see if I can go to the morgue and recover their bodies. That's the most I could do, but I would need some help. But I don't know because when I saw Allure, Techno had stepped on her upper torso, and it wasn't pretty. So
Well, that's pretty much at this point. All I can really suggest to make this as clean as possible for those in this room in terms of our relationships with each other.
look, I don't care what the situation is. These are my friends, and I'm going to help them at any cost possible.
Power Broker looks at main line and gray line and says, I would like to hear about these fantastic cloning sources that you have.
I will have to research uh, said sources. I have never needed them, so whatever's in Shield's database that I can make available.
I can give you the experts on cloning right now. Anybody involved with the Sinisters, you want to work with them?
Uh,
No,
Definitely not.
I might be able
Exactly.
to cut a deal with him.
And you think it's a good idea
I didn't say it
to
was a good
try to cut
idea.
a deal with anybody involved with the Sinister?
I didn't say. I'm answering your question. You said,
Then
did somebody want to work with him? I said I might be able to cut a deal. I didn't say it was a good idea.
then there's the Jackal, but his
So,
clones are always unstable.
very. We'll get Marker caned up in this piece.
That is about your only options.
You forgot about me being an expert in cloning.
You know that
Ha
flexing up
ha
on
ha
yourself.
ha
You never
ha
say
ha
anything.
ha ha
You never
ha
say
ha.
anything of substance.
look, it
Was it
doesn't
just
even have
you
it
stop
doesn't
being
even
so serious?
it doesn't even have to be a clone.
Right.
If we
This could be something scientific. This could be an android, some type of cyborg. This could be robotic. You could have a positronic brain. We're just trying to make sure that these three personalities get out of Nick.
Have somewhere to go.
Right. They just gotta have somewhere to go.
I have
Toxic
to see
said,
about the life model decoys to see.
he said it's much more complicated than that.
yes,
I'm
I
sure
don't
it
think that
is.
they want to be androids.
Well, Power
Well, do they
Broker, I
want to
don't
be dead?
pretend to
Because
know
that's
any
on the
of the
table too.
details of this. I don't mean to step on your toes. We're just looking for ways to help our teammate.
I'm not saying I won't help. What I am trying to help you to understand is part of the reason why I am here is because I got fed up with what I was doing. And I am well aware of what cloning, the problems that it has caused the world. I'm not quick to involve myself in that, even with the rest of the materials that I still have. But I do have the ability to make perfect clones 3 more times.
3 more times.
That is what I said.
So
I still think going the route of recovering the bodies and asking Remedy to do her thing is the cleanest way to do it,
uh,
and it won't
I've
cost Power
I've
Broker
never
anything.
heard I've never heard of
Remedy,
remedy.
Remedy crosses her legs again and she says, how many times do we have to have this conversation about not volunteering my abilities without asking me?
I
We're
was
not just talking about
suggesting that
we're not
we
just talking
ask.
about
If
healing.
you review my language, I've only said every time with your permission.
Well, I tell you what, let's
Once
ask her now.
again, I think
I'm look.
everybody needs to know that healing and returning someone to life are a little bit different. I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm saying there are a lot of risks involved.
Are you returning
It's
anybody
not
to life, or are you
guaranteed.
just healing the bodies? Aren't the live people inside of Nick?
Their bodies are dead.
So you need to heal the body, and then we can put the essence of the person from Nick. It's a two-step, at least a two-step process. So if you
And you
can't fix
think
the body,
it makes it less complicated?
no one's saying it's less complicated. I'm saying you're not bringing them back to life. You're just healing the body. If there's a step after that, then let's figure out that step after we get the bodies.
The point is, once something is dead, it becomes much more difficult for me to fix.
But can it be fixed?
Potentially.
Okay, then let's figure out how to get the bodies.
Wow, they had a civil discourse. Never thought I'd see that.
Now let's
You're
look at
right on
option.
that one.
Let's look at option three. Maybe finding people who are potential uh, prisoners or people who are going to be uh, who are just don't have family and friends, and maybe as a worst case scenario, because I refuse to lose my friends.
Dexter flips
And I
it.
refuse to play body snatcher to help you.
Dexter flips a coin in there and says, wow, Nick, you're a lot more dark than I thought.
I'm not dark, but
That was a pretty
what
dark suggestion, sir.
I said is a last case,
And
worst
selfish.
case scenario.
I knew
Well,
you were a thief, but I didn't know you stole bodies.
it's not. This is not an everyday situation. But if you had the opportunity to save a friend of yours, would you take it?
We can't justify taking a life for a life.
I'm not saying kill anybody.
Depends on
I'm
who it is.
saying
It would have to be targeted. It would have to be somebody who deserves not to be living right now.
which is why I said people who are people who are maybe on death row or something of that nature, and if they're going to be executed anyway, bring them in, do the swap, and go from there.
So Paladin says, wait, so you want us to break someone out of prison and forcibly transfer your friend's mind into their bodies?
If we can't clone, if we can't clone, it'll work.
This shit. I thought I didn't have any ethics.
Well, it
Everything's a means to an end, man.
it comes down to um, are you willing to save a friend? If you are, then fine. If not, then
In our
is
case, RK said, "Listen, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Let's move on, see what everybody else has going on, and then figure out this mission because this mission is pretty urgent, and we can address that after the mission." So, henchman, it's your turn. I think I know what you want to discuss.
Please enlighten us. What do you think I want to discuss?
Well, we got a couple of freeloaders that's been in the building for like a month. Trying to get them out of here.
They're not freeloaders. They're pulling their weight.
By what?
Don't you see the
Late?
club sales are up? Don't you see the club? The song is making a killing out there.
Oh Lord. Anyway,
There's a reason why this is the hottest club since they got in here.
he says you guys could step on in.
You're charging $300 a head, and people are paying it for no reason.
Then Luke walks in the door and says, "Man, you always causing some type of problem, man. You goofy. What's up?"
Who told you you could be here? Take your mog self back downstairs.
Your boss, obviously. What you on, man? You goofy. Say, man, Mongo says, "Hey, yo, Hinch, I think we might be better than you now, man." And you see him phase and walk through the table.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, I like the confidence.
I thought this was a private team meeting.
Arcade says, didn't you just hear me say they can come in?
No, I didn't. All
Wake
the
up.
noise. Hmm.
And you look at face card and you can see that uh, she shows you her retractable nail claws. But you can't really her powers are a little bit more subtle. But she says we can definitely protect ourselves now. They all think they all think Toxie Doxy and your boy Luke walks up over to you, Hinch, and with one hand he grabs your expensive suit by the chest and lifts you up over his head.
Oh no, wait. If he attempts that, can I attempt to break his grasp?
Let's try it. Let's try it.
This is non-combat.
It's non-combat. You rolled a 17. What you roll?
He lost. I got 16 on the dice. That's before I add my non-combat melee plus 8.
Okay, so we got a fantastic failure. So he tries to pick you up, but as he's lifting you, you feel your feet coming off the ground, so your toes is dangling, but you're able to grapple to reverse the grapple and get out of it.
Like, if you don't get your little boy self out of here, man, what you trying out here?
Man, I'm just letting you know, man. I was just faster and more skilled than you, but I'm stronger than you now.
And you think you
Oh,
didn't prove
fellas,
it.
just hug it out.
I
It'd have
know.
been better had you guys done the Dutch and Dylan thing and called each other SOB and got it over with.
Uh, Luke looks over at Grayline and points his hand and he straightens his hand out, points it towards his face. Says, "Man, who is dude?
This dude is on this team.
Let your
I'm
lying ass
supposed to be here.
go
He just
lying ass up out of here, man. Why I
he just
slap you?"
Oh, by all
Hold
means,
up.
let's do it.
Hold up.
hey,
Hold up. Let's reel it in here, cause we ain't on your streets. Like this where we live. You just visiting, bruh.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Why
Uh,
You
you
heard
gotta
maybe
be
what
folks.
we do about
I
it's
don't
all
even
right.
like
Now,
Gray Lion like that, but you ain't walking up in here just randomly threatening members of the team like you running something.
Hold on. Main line, me and you cool. Gray Lion, last time we were here, pulled a gun on me. So I'm gonna allow him to be spoken to with such disrespect.
I ain't say what I'm
last
saying
time
is,
the gun wasn't loaded.
like I
This
said,
time
I ain't even like Gray
we're
Lion
ready.
like that. But he can't come up in here like he gonna do something on our turf. This ain't O Block.
roll a vigilance check? Gray Lion and Main Line, roll a vigilance check. No, not in the vigilance check, an agility check.
Fine by me. Oh, my bad. Different main line. Hold up.
Yep.
Different main line. Let's try that again. 6,
You
7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the
Can I
4. I'm at 14.
can I help?
where you at, Gray Lion?
Burnt narrator, can I help?
Nope, what? You don't even know what's happening.
I know, but I want to try to shift the table towards Gray Line to give him trouble, whatever's going on.
We'll see. What you roll, Gray Lion?
12.
Yeah,
You got 12 plus your agility score?
No. That's with the non-combat.
Okay. Like I said, I
yeah,
got 10. I'm 14.
yeah, Loop double raises up on both of y'all with twin pistols pointed at your head before y'all can even move. He says, "Man, y'all trash. I could have popped both of y'all."
Yeah, that isn't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
Not at all.
Okay. So
And he just reholsters his pistol.
Gentlemen,
nah, I
I
gotta jump this fool
I
now.
got
Nope, nope,
I got
nope, nope, nope,
you
nope.
all go
Roll for
downstairs.
initiative. Nope,
Y'all
nope,
go
nope.
downstairs and
I gotta jump him. I gotta jump him.
You
Nope,
got to jump him?
nope.
All
I
right,
gotta jump him. I
go
gotta
ahead.
jump him.
Wait. Are we getting in a fight? Is this what we
It's
doing?
No,
Damn.
they're
I'm
getting
about
in a
to.
fight.
I'm
Yeah.
about to. I'm rolling these dice right now. You
You
don't
know,
hear me?
hey, mainland, I'm with you, man. I'm right
Look,
behind.
look. He crossed some lines. He crossing some lines.
Can
Hey,
we move them to the training room?
I'm with you, man.
MH, open the door.
'Cause we we
Let's
we
Hey,
get
we
it.
hey,
we
hang on,
got to
hang
we got he
on.
got to run
Arcade
this fade.
says,
He got to
We're
run this
still
Arcade,
fade.
we're still we're still in a business meeting.
No, we
Arcade
was.
says,
We
"MH, shut
were.
this."
Gonna fade.
He
Run.
shuts the door that opened up down. He says, "That's enough. We
This
got
ain't
more.
over.
We
This
got
ain't over.
important things to talk about."
This ain't
It's,
over.
it's like, man, I see you at home, immature businessman talking about the streets, but look how you act. You just mad because I got the drop on your weak tail.
He don't even know who he dealing with.
Sit
You
down,
don't,
street thug.
you don't know who you dealing with.
Oh, I do.
Gray Line, I think you need to show a bit more respect before I actually drop this dime on you. Well, before I tell them who you really are.
You know nothing about me, Hinch. So you
Hey,
can drop whatever,
this
you
guy
can drop a
here,
dime, a quarter.
this guy here, he's a swine. He works for the popo. He's shield.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I just,
common knowledge for those who are supposed to be
For
here.
those of us on
I
the
just,
team,
I just caught a cop body before I got here. I
True.
don't add another one to the list, and your
And
team is
we don't know
here
what
too.
he told.
Your team is here too.
Hinch, you need to pick a side or either tell your boy here to keep his mouth shut.
Man, Hinch don't
He's a
control.
guest here and he's making trouble.
Yeah, he definitely a guest.
Hinch doesn't control.
Nick is gonna attempt to read Luke's mind, and I'm gonna say, Luke, you need to step off, bro. And
Go ahead. I got a 14.
14?
Yep. Yeah, that's gonna get it done.
Ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah, he ain't stupid. This is an ego thing.
Okay.
So what you saying you need to step off? He's like, man, you know what? You right. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to start a fight. I'm just trying to show you that you ain't on my level. That's all. There's levels to everything.
So you meant to start a fight?
He twirls his guns and he reholsters them. Say, no, most pawns know when to stand down. You trash.
He's still talking.
Still talking.
Yeah.
The street thug who just got powers
Hey.
thinks that he's on the level of people who've been dealing with this type of stuff for years.
I'm gonna throw my chair at him.
Wait.
I'm throwing my chair at him. I'm rolling.
Before you do
I'm
that,
rolling.
before
You just turned into Jerry Springer.
I'm throwing my chair at him. I'm throwing my chair at him.
Throw your chair at him.
What I got to roll for it?
Go ahead and throw that chair.
Non-combat agility.
Okay.
Oof.
Non-combat agility. All right. 6,
going
6,
back to the
12, 13, 14, 15, 16 plus 4. I got a 20.
You got a 20?
Yep.
All right. Roll damage.
Okay. 6, 3, 1. Oh, got a fantastic on the 1. Nice. So that's 6, 6, 3. So let's see. 6 is 12 or 15. Let's see. Let's do the damage for the agility. I got the fantastic. So but it counts as a 6.
This is going to be, first of all, you're going to be doing a wait, give me 1 second. Let me check this real quick.
You said roll for agility.
No, give me a second.
All right.
Check something. Yeah, so that's going to be a -3 on the damage on your damage multiplier. So whatever it is, drop it by 3.
A -3 on the damage multiplier. Oh, he got sturdy.
That is correct.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Because I'm throwing the chair, I'm doing agility, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
I don't know what your current ability scores are, so but I don't know what your
I'm gonna be closing the gap in a second. That's for sure.
I don't know what your damage multiplier is for agility.
But my agility got a 1 on it because I got a fantastic.
I said your agility score. What's your agility damage multiplier?
My agility damage multiplier is 3.
Now it's 0.
Right, that's fine.
Okay, so
I'm asking what is the 1? What is my fantastic gonna do?
So what's going to happen is you're going to multiply 0 times that 6, which is going to give you. Then you're going to add your agility score to
which
that.
is 4.
Then you're going to double it because it's fantastic. So you just did 8 points of damage. So
okay,
you toss the chair, and he just looks at it as the chair bounces against his body, and he looks at you and he says, "Ouch."
Oh, I ain't done. I'm leaping across the table on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, can I step in?
I'm about to spider strike this fool.
Do whatever you want to do.
All right, as the leader, I'm stepping in and I'm going to use elemental grab to grab onto the main line and tell him to knock it off.
Bro, if you the leader, you got to keep fools like this from disrupting the meeting. He ain't even on the team. Why he in the room?
Well, I'm not the one that brought him in here.
Arcade Arcade steps in and says, "Are you serious? Everything that we've done for your team?" He's in the room because I called him in the room. You just let your little ego get out of control.
My ego got out of control because somebody was threatening us.
I don't
Being
recall.
extremely
I
disrespectful.
I don't recall him threatening you. He did talk crazy,
He
Yeah.
pulled guns on us.
and then
Did
he put
was
him up.
was we all not in the room when he pulled guns? Was I the only one with the spider sense to see that he pulled guns on us?
And that can be handled after the meeting.
Then let's handle it after the meeting then.
Said, man, all I did was see who if you could get the drop on me, and you couldn't. If I would have pulled the trigger, you'd have had a bullet in the middle of your head.
You had
Clearly,
pulled the trigger, I would have flipped this table on you.
this is them clearly testing their new abilities. If you hadn't noticed,
In the middle of a meeting where we're discussing gifted and benefactor business.
Right, exactly. We could have won a few
get ready.
rounds
Get ready.
in the training chamber
Says,
after this.
Dexter
But
says half the people in this room have started unnecessary fights, including you, Bray Lion. You the one that had the gorilla knock us all out. You and Mike.
No,
yes,
And
Mike had the gorilla knock us out.
you pulled your guns when we first got here.
And you pulled your gun on me.
You the most trigger happy person in the room.
But I'm a member of the team.
that's the difference.
We all
That's
work
the
together,
difference.
just like we all protected you when your team needed help. The same applies to Hench's people. Chill out. It's over with.
Y'all gone down, back downstairs. Or discuss what you need to. Go have a drink on me.
No, we
And
good.
then
They
and
dap
then
you up. They dap
meet
you
these
up.
downstairs if y'all really feeling like there's some smoke that need to be let out. Some beef that need to be cooked. Not real beef, mongrel.
Man, ain't nobody wasting time dealing with this dude, man. He dap you up. Face car comes over there and gives you a kiss on the cheek, and they walk out. RK says, "All right, hopefully we can all settle down. Is there anything else, Hench?"
No, just the the regular stuff I got going on at home. It might if I have to go back and a couple of people to get this handled, or if we got to pay off a couple of people, whatever, we'll figure it out. Get some high priced Hebrew lawyers.
All right. Now, hopefully you've calmed down enough where you can actually have a discussion, mainline. Same thing applies to your people. It's time for them to go home. Was there anything you need to discuss with us?
I need to discuss with something in private with Longshot.
All right. Quotation marks, long shot looks at you and says, "No problem. We can do that as soon as we take care of this mission discussion."
Cool. That's fine.
I have a question, narrator.
What's your question?
Did the when I tracked mainline, put the tracker on, did it stay active when he left? I don't know. The next part of the question is above tape. When he went to wherever he was, did it stay online or did it not?
Yeah, that's something that will be explored in a future date. I'm not at
Okay,
liberty to do that right now.
no problem.
So we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, we'll get into the mission discussion. Okay, so Victoria says, "All right, now that we've got all of the nonsense out the way, let's start talking about some of the changes that we're going to do. First of all, after this weird, unexpected invasion, we've decided that whenever we do missions, that some of you guys are gonna have to stay back and do monitor duty. So the communications room allows you to look through pretty much the entire building except for the restricted areas. And I know it's boring, but a lot of damage was done to the base when we got that had that little invasion. And though inmates is able to self repair, if we would have known what was going on before it happened, we could have defended ourselves a little bit better. So that's the first thing we're going to do when it comes to security measures. Um, Not fun, but we need to do it. Any questions?
No.
Seems
All right.
reasonable.
No,
Seems reasonable, right? The next thing, we noticed that none of you guys have any piloting skills. So, what we're going to be doing is those of us that know how to fly, not only the different aircraft that we have, but also the spaceships. Any volunteers to learn how to pilot?
Yeah,
We need,
I'll
Yeah.
we
learn.
need a few of you to learn just in case something happens.
I don't mind it at all.
Above board, shouldn't Grayland already know how to fly because of flying
Did you pick
what
a
are those
pilot?
things that
You didn't
huh?
pick you didn't pick the piloting
I
first.
didn't take the okay, so I specifically have to take okay.
And what have you been flying?
Wouldn't that be part of the shield training, flying whatever
What?
aircraft
Pilot,
that they use?
piloting only gives you an edge. The trait only gives you an edge on the ego. I mean, on the agility checks for it. So if you got a high enough agility slash logic to fly a plane, then it really or drive a car, it really wouldn't matter for the trait at least.
This is something that makes this basically having an edge, having a pilot ability means you're a much better piloter than those that don't have it. So I'm not any of you can pilot, and this is obviously the narrator speaking. Any of you can pilot, but obviously I'm trying to boost that. So some of you may have the opportunity to get chosen so that when you rank up, that's obviously going to be the trait that you get. So some of you might not want this.
Nope, not me. I don't have the stats to support that.
I mean, you don't have a stat. Well, yeah, you
An
probably.
agility. Flying is an agility. Piloting or driving something is agility.
Well, it's just something that we're putting out there for those of you who may be interested. We need at least one, maybe two
you
of
said
you.
Well, I'm already in, so
I'll
you said which
volunteer.
you said what is it? What's the check for agility?
For driving something or flying something,
When
I mean
agility.
for I mean
you're driving or
oh
flying
okay.
or piloting anything, it gives you an edge on any checks for driving. So any agility checks, you will get an edge. And trust me,
I think
that's
I'd be down for that.
okay. Well, you're not even here, but okay.
Well, I mean whenever. When we get to
You're so eager from another ship. All right. The third thing is I'm just going to go ahead and call Ironmonger up so that he can discuss this mission because it's primarily his mission. Ironmonger has been sitting mostly quietly the entire meeting, which you all know is not easy for him. So he flies up out of this chair and twirls around in his rocket boots and says, "All right, it's been so hard for me to be quiet, but this is such an important mission. We had the opportunity to get business deals, obviously mostly through my company, with a very powerful group. I know you guys have heard of Advanced Idea Mechanics.
I don't think I have. Who are they?
You've never heard
yeah,
of
I know
AIM?
about them.
Yeah, we've had dealings with them
I'm
before.
gonna fail to check if I wrote it, so I'm gonna say I don't know them.
All
Yeah,
right.
AIM is familiar.
I'm familiar with them.
Okay, so is there AIM in the background? So very recently, Modoc has been doing everything he can to bring his family back together. I don't know if you know this, but the current Modoc is not the original Modoc. He's a clone of the original MODOK.
We were just talking about clones.
Right. But as you can see, he's not a perfect clone. He's a little bit unstable, and he's decided that he wants to bring his entire family back together because there apparently is some type of uh, something inside their genes that makes them very powerful telepaths when they're modified in some way. That's why MODOK is the way he is. He's recently taken advantage of the fact that Shield isn't what it used to be. When the original MODOK, whose name is George Tarleton, when he was depowered, he was taken in by Shield and imprisoned and experimented upon just to see exactly what was going on with him, because they were afraid that he might suddenly get repowered somehow. And they're also concerned that since he's reverted back to human form, that if his powers ever do come back, they'll be stronger than before, since they won't be being used to control that huge, weird body that MODOK has. They were successful in retrieving George Tarleton, and he is being kept on their Malaysian AIM base. This is what we're going to do. Me, obviously you, Silent Knight, and Henchman. We're going to meet with MODOK and finish negotiating this weapons deal.
Ooh, nice.
While that's taking place, Paladin and Grant Ward are going to lead Mongrel, Mainline, and Slate to the Malaysian AIM base, and you're going to break George Tarleton out. We're going to try to make a deal with him too.
So is this our thing?
Wait one second. And then Arcade looks at Grayline and he says, and that's what I need to talk to you about. I want you to let Shield know everything we're planning.
What?
With this mission, I want you to give them the time that we're gonna negotiate with MODOK. I want you to let them know about the breakout. And I want you to give them this information in exchange for potential, let's say, leeway on any issues we might have. Maybe even get some of our criminal records pardoned.
Okay.
I need you to get in touch with her and we can talk. And she'll talk to me, trust me.
Okay. News to me. I will definitely put you in touch with her. No problem.
And Victoria says, as for the rest of you, Remedy, Kiri, Dexter, and you, Grayline, because it just makes sense so that we can kind of protect you. You all will be on monitor duty for this mission. Any questions?
I'm good.
So I'm over here chilling with X-Force still.
Arcade says, yeah, why don't we just leave you out of this one for now? I know that they're being kind to you, but maybe you should give them a little bit more time to see if they feel comfortable with allowing you out to help.
I don't mind. It works with me.
Plus, who knows what you may find out. And that's another thing. Are you sure you haven't found anything out that we can, any information that you can give us on what's going on with that situation would be good.
What situation in particular are you talking about?
The situation that has you with X-Force instead of us.
Well, I can't give anything right now. We're still working that out. But I think one thing we know for sure is that once I get back, we'll definitely have another issue on our hands once we figure out what's all the way going on with me. And who's trying to pull my strings.
And Arcade says, fair enough. That's going to be the end of the meeting. If anybody else has anything they need to discuss, You're free
Hey,
to do
Buzz,
so.
who makes
Dismiss.
better steaks, Weapon L or Mainline?
I
What'd you
just
say?
want everybody to make mistakes. I
No,
like
no.
them both.
Uh, I did want to talk to. I mean, I wanted to ask Ironmonger. Uh, well, I wanted to make sure I heard him correct. We're gonna go to Modoc and we're gonna try to negotiate what again?
Nick, why do I
I'm
always have to
trying.
repeat everything to you, Nick?
It
You got,
happens.
you're gonna be, if we're gonna be business partners, you're gonna be making these types of deals, you gotta be quicker on the draw.
Well, sometimes Ironmonger, you talk a little fast, and when I'm trying to process things, I have to go back so that I can. Sure.
MH, please, from here on out, make sure the meeting notes are sent to Silent Night. Thank you.
Nick, you're right, I do talk fast. But come on, man. We're deal makers. We're going to supply aim with weapons.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of.
And it's not like they aren't weapon specialists of their own, but we have different specialties. That's the best I can say. And this is how I fund what I do. Now you
Okay,
get to be
that's
part
fine.
of it. Anybody else got anything they want to talk about? I know,
So
man.
is that our thing? We play both. We generally play both sides against the middle.
That's usually how you make money. Yeah.
Sounds like gray area to me. What we
Yep.
do, right?
Well, in that case, I would like to go downstairs and get some popcorn because I want to see what's going on. Are we fighting, or is there going to be a match, a brawl, or what?
Man, we can run it. Let's
All
head on
right.
to the training room. We can run it.
Then you want to talk
I'll take
line?
some of that action too.
Um, Long shot looks at you and says, "Don't we have something we need to discuss?"
We do.
All
After.
right. No, let's get this over with.
Okay. So we running it after this then.
I don't know what you're running, but I won't have anything to do with it.
That's fine.
Let's step into this meeting room.
Cool. Okay.
Arcade, we talking. You need to talk to Maria now.
Arcade says, "Give me the information and I'll talk to her." But yes,
And
it's possible.
right before you all go to talk, I'm looking to take bets on this fight. Anybody want in on this action?
Yeah,
I got
I'll
I got
put I'll put
I got
1,000 down on
my
main line.
I got 10 grand on my guys.
I got 10 grand on me and Gray Lion a piece.
All
I'm
right,
not
well
what happened to my money.
I
I'll
got
double
15.
Wait, Slade, what did you say?
Said I'm not sure what happened to my money. I think it's in my room. I'll have to check.
Slade ain't about to bet the dog all day.
Slade is just happy
Nah, I'll
now
keep
he
my
has
50.
money to use.
Slade is not coming back downstairs.
Tox, you want in on this? You want to jump in on see how your experiments go?
Looks at you and she says, "I'll watch. Why not?"
What about you, Shoeless Joe? You want in?
He jumps out of the room so fast that all you see is the soles of his bare toes and feet jumping out of the room with no response. Everybody else standing.
Ironmonger, you?
Wait, Shoeless Joe, are you referring to Ezekiel?
Yes.
Don't do that with no shoes on.
I'm just making sure because at first I thought you were talking about Slate. Then I'm like, wait a minute, no. Uh, and he didn't. Kyle didn't respond. I'm sorry.
So
All
how
right.
much of that? So before last thing, how much? I doubled down. So I put 20 of my own money in, and Toxie put anything on it, so I know how much on my side.
He says, I'm not betting on this nonsense.
Okay. You continue. I'm good.
Everybody
I'm
walks out.
I go to my room to go get my money, get the rest of my money.
Long shot puts his arm around Mainline and says, let's go.
Cool. Yeah.
When you guys get into the room, he transforms into his regular form and he says, are you okay?
Nah. No, I can definitely tell something is different. Something is going on, man. I'm not dealing with this change too good.
I think everybody can tell.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, I gotta go. I got a telepathic therapy session with Psylocke.
All right, man.
Later.
I
See ya.
think uh, I think everybody can tell that you're more aggressive than normal, and this is kind of weird.
Yeah, so basically, to catch you up with what's going on, I met up with Stasis. He long story short, he told me to kill my parents and he turned off my mutant abilities. In the process of turning off my mutant abilities, he
Wait, wait,
turned me
wait, 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 wait. Slow down. That's a lot.
it's a lot.
You
It
killed
is.
your
Yeah. Yeah. My parents were trying to, if I'm understanding this right, they were trying to get away from him. And all this time the disease I thought I had was hiding the post-human abilities that I had. So he turned off my mutant abilities in order for my post-human abilities to show up. The post-human abilities are like designer genes, but I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to design my own genes. So not on me, like what so basically now I got all these different spider powers, but I feel like I lost like a lot of my intelligence when I'm not holding it. I'm not thinking things through. It's way more intrusive thoughts, way more impulsive thinking.
All right, so this is the narrator speaking. Just to be sure everybody understands what happened. Uh, the disease that was trying to be cured was your mutant abilities, because in actuality you are a natural post-human, and Stasis hates mutants, so he wanted to eradicate your mutant abilities, and that's why they weren't activated. And now your post-human abilities are activated. All right, back to the story.
Okay.
So
So
Nogor says, wait a minute, you're, I don't really know what a post-human is, but you're telling me there's some type of technology inside of you that's giving you spider powers? That is weird. Will you have
basically,
technological spider powers?
yes, that's kind of what this is now. So I'm trying to
I can't even wrap my head around what that would mean. And I'm a scroll.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm still adapting to it, trying to figure things out. I don't know how to get back to this dude. I don't know how he's going to turn my powers back on. Now, fortunately, and I stand there and I transform into Vulcan, I could still become Vulcan. So that's always a benefit.
It
I
can be.
transform back in the main line.
What exactly was his purpose in shutting off your mutant powers now, this late in the game?
He hates mutants and he believes that human evolution is going in the wrong direction. So he cut off my abilities because he believes that I would be a greater asset as a post-human than as a mutant.
how does he even have the ability to control your mutant powers?
Bruh, if I knew that, I would have kept him from doing it. So now I feel like I'm a big aggressive dummy instead of having like these sophisticated telekinetic powers and still being a genius.
I'm so confused.
I'm living it, dude. You looking
I'm
at
not even
confused.
I'm not
It's
even
showing my
close.
picture of confused. My picture is showing in the dictionary next to confused right now. I'm exhibit A for confused.
What exactly is a post-human?
A post-human is someone who has the genetic ability to give them powers to be able to adapt to whatever the situation is. I forget how he explained it, but basically the randomness of being a mutant is like ugly and disgusting to him. So being a post-human should be the next wave of human evolution because you'll be able to choose what you need in order to adapt. Like let's say we go into space and we become, humans become a spacefaring species, but you don't want to have oxygen weighing you down. Okay, so now as a post-human, you choose to be able to withstand any environment. Now you don't have to worry about having to breathe oxygen while you're flying through space in this spaceship. You get to a planet and the planet needs to be terraformed. Okay, so then as a post-human, you give yourself abilities to help you terraform the planet. So that is what he's saying, if I'm understanding him correctly. I can't even figure it out with this brain now. That is what he's saying post-humans should be.
It sounds like he left you in the dark,
He did.
hoping you could figure things out on your own.
Oh, it's baptism by fire, that's for sure.
Because if they were that powerful, I think we would be dealing with them more.
I agree. So, like I said, I got these different abilities, and I think the reason why I got these abilities is because I just fought Spider-Man. And Spider-Man so far has been the biggest challenge I had, recently. But like I said, if I can still change these abilities, I'm not sure. If I can do something else to get my telekinetic abilities back, I'm not sure. Like I'm lost, man. It's like it's real bad. But I'll have to figure out some type of Zen meditation or whatever is necessary to get this thing under control. The second reason why I need to talk to you is to make sure that my crew can undergo the transformation so that they can get powers as well. Because now with the base being invaded and these rock sharks in the clink down there, uh, they're the most vulnerable people in the base.
They agreed to the infiltration ritual.
They did.
Very well. We can handle that tonight. Just understand that this is going to quickly accelerate the mission that we need to perform because my powers are going to start to wane immediately afterwards.
Gotcha. No, that's understandable.
All right. Let's
Narrow question. I know you all went in the other room. Did you all put up a privacy shield or privacy private party? Did we hear this?
let's just assume that we did.
Okay, I figured, but I just want
Also, no gore, both no gore and mainline have something in them that because of the infiltration ritual, you cannot actually read their mind if they don't want you to. The only person that could do that was Stasis because technically Stasis was a part of mainline.
Right. But he couldn't do it when I was Vulcan.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
So we're gonna end the mission or we're gonna end the episode today. Um I
no
can't say next
no fight.
episode.
I thought no
No,
fight.
where the fight at?
I
Yeah,
can't say the next episode is gonna be because all of a sudden some type of fight that people want to see. So maybe that'll be the next mission.
Ain't gonna
Like
take
thinking
long to
about
scrap and get this mess knocked out before we have to go on a mission.
it's gonna take long enough. We're ending the mission right now.
All right.
Uh,
Did you read
Thank
my
you.
Vernon? Did you read my text? If that'll help it go faster,
I did not read your text.
read it. Let me know if that changes anything.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Before I even read it, it does not. Uh, yeah, I didn't even receive this text that you're talking about.
Oh well.
Well, anyway,
Well, what it said was, I don't know. You said you didn't get it. I was saying, slide me if to make it go faster. Slide me one of those sheets so you don't have to run two characters. I'll run the other.
yeah, that's not going to make it go faster because they will be separate fights. So,
I thought it was just
we're gonna end the
everything.
episode. We've been talking about in the episode for 2 minutes now. In the episode, thank you to all the watchers and listeners. We appreciate you all for tuning in to Team Apex Plays the Marvel Multiverse RPG. Obviously, a lot of information got put out there today. Just want to let you guys know it's about to get crazy. So stay tuned. Uh, the last few episodes of season 2 are coming up, and it's going to be a ball. So thank you for watching us. As always, if you like the show and are inclined to, please like, share, and subscribe. We're out of here.